Elohim Arcturus Discourse during the 2022 7 Sacred Weeks on December 11th. Before we begin, I wish to remind you that on the day predicted for beloved Polaris and Magnus in the last Sacred Weeks, I received a message from the Elohim Arcturus. Soon they reversed their position. Precisely for this reason, I am first recording the message from Arcturus. Now, let us contemplate the luminous presence of beloved Elohim Arcturus. When we make a habit of contemplating an ascended master before reading his or her words, we connect to their ascended master consciousness, and therefore we can better absorb their teachings. So feel Arcturus' luminous presence flooding and surrounding you. And let us dive now into his words. Beloved Elohim Arcturus told us, "Children of light, I bring you greetings from the Elohim, and we are happy to be able to descend with our blessings at this glorious time of the 7 sacred weeks. The spirit of Christmas is a great cosmic being, and when it surrounds the earth, the pressure of the planet's atmosphere is relieved, and all human beings feel happier and willing to do good. This greatly raises the vibration of the planet, and it is wonderful to watch the radiant sparks of feelings of love and joy being radiated from human hearts. Oh, my beloved ones, how nice it would be if you could sustain this feeling for the whole year. How nice it would be if you could live in eternal Christmas feeling, celebrating the divine presence that dwells in your hearts and constantly feeds you with life. Know that before we do good, we need to be willing to do it. Everything that is accomplished on this planet and in the entire universe starts from a desire. And if there is no desire to accomplish something, nothing will be conquered or manifested. This goes for anything, whether it is material or spiritual, whether it is an external or internal ability, whether it is something for yourselves or others. Everything in the universe is born of a desire. You were born as individualized life streams from the Creator's desire to bring you into form, to fulfill a special purpose for him in his creation. And to do so, he charged you with certain individual traits and talents. Serving is the essence of all beings. And we only enter into harmony with the greater law when we learn to serve all beings unconditionally, because the capacities given to us only blossom when they are used to serve life. God created the universe so that He could love and serve. Love is serves, and to serve is to use your talents to bless life. Archangels are great because they only know serves. The Elohim are majestic because they only know serves. The ascended masters are powerful because they only know serves. We all use the resources and abilities given to us to serve life in all its forms. And now, why is humanity limited? Why is humanity facing a series of problems and suffering? Because there is resistance in serving. For if human beings learn to use their talents and abilities to serve the life in another human being, or in the mineral, vegetable, and animal kingdoms, they would cease to be human and become gods incarnate. And then all the suffering and problems would disappear. We watch everything from up here. Those within humanity who develop a desire to serve life on this planet by creating something that blesses all are immensely blessed. But those who resist, who think only of themselves, live in limitations. And these are the ones who normally complain the most, who criticize the most, and yet they justify their criticism by saying that they are serving, that if it weren't for them, things wouldn't go forward on this planet. Oh God, how the values were switched. As our beloved Queen said yesterday, if criticism solved the problems, all human problems would have been solved ages ago. Do you think you know more than God? Do you think you know more than the ascended masters? Maybe you say no, but sometimes you act like you know more than all of us put it together. For we have been repeating for over 90 years that you need to stop the habit of criticizing and condemning your brothers and sisters on this planet. And years go by and things remain the same. We are not talking about those who do not know us. We are not talking about those who have never had contact with our teachings. We are talking about you who study our teachings, who read our words, who want to get closer to us, but resist maintaining harmony and to bless life. My beloved ones, my violet flame is powerful, and I place you at its service. But for you to be blessed by it, for it to flow in avalanches through your decrees and commands, you must first use it on yourselves. Many of you have decided to purify the world, but resist purifying yourselves. So, I ask you, are you using the violet flame, which is the substance of my own life, to illuminate humanity and make the beauty and perfection of God expressed in every human being? Or are you directing my life's substance over humanity with the hidden purpose that it become what you have as beautiful and perfect in your own hands? Know that if you are pure and unconditional, if your true desire is to bless life and just make the will and purity of God manifested, when you direct my violet flame or the flame of any Elohim towards something or someone, in the same moment the flame obeys. And if you are firm and constant in your desire to serve and bless, it flows ever more strongly through you. But if you call our flames to serve your human will, then the flow is blocked. You are uttering empty and powerless words. The violet flame is an intelligent being. The blue lightning is an intelligent being. All flames of the heart of God are intelligent beings. They were created to bless life, illuminating it, and making God's will come true. They always immediately obey the presence of God who lives in your hearts. But if it is the human speaking, forget it. They will not listen to you. When your hearts are pure, when your true desire is to serve, to bless and redeem the purity of God in every form of life, these flames fill your words with strength and energy. And when you command something, they go out and obey precisely whatever you command. But if there is a selfish desire within you, and I wish to make it very clear, you only work with your own energies, that which is accumulated in your own life stream. And when that runs out, a process of disintegration begins. And then you find yourselves in a series of problems, physical, material, and psychological. My beloved children, today I am calling your attention to this subject with the love of my heart, because we wish you happiness. We wish you success and victory. Unfortunately, we often see students making decrees, calling perfection for someone or a condition, But the perfection they call is not God's perfection, but what they believe to be perfection in their hand. And they never wonder if maybe what they think is ideal for someone in the world is the same thing that God wants. You see, my violet flame is an invincible power, but I use it to serve God's will and not mine. I became the Elohim of the violet flame because through my journey, I developed the desire to serve, release, and illuminate every particle of life I touch, making the Father's perfection manifest there. Do you understand where this is leading? You are here to serve God's will and not yours. And only when you learn to use your resources and talents to serve life unconditionally, making God's will manifest, trusting that God's will is being done, even if the results of your cause are apparently different from what you want, you will be working in favor of life and not against it. Only then will you be in perfect harmony with my purifying violet fire that descends on the electrons, on a person or condition, instantly dissolving all the dark clouds that envelop them, releasing the light within them, and bringing forth again the beauty and perfection of that form. My beloved ones, learn to call perfection without a personal desire to impose that it be like this or like that. Simply command God's perfection for everything and everyone, trusting that God knows what He does to bring about His purpose for every being in this world. Then Diana and I, as well as all Elohim, will activate our sevenfold flame in your foreheads, and it will shine like 1,000 suns, and your command will be an order, and the entire universe will bow to the will of God that flows unconditionally through you. Thank you. I am Arcturus. Dear hearts, this was beloved Arcturus' wonderful instruction to us during the past 7 sacred weeks. I hope you enjoyed his words. The next discourse in this series that I will record, you be the one of beloved Polaris and Magnus. Remember, they switched the position in the last sacred weeks. And to finish this video, let us again contemplate the luminous presence of beloved Arcturus and ask Him to engrave His instruction in our hearts and minds, helping us to apply it correctly. I leave you in the violet flame of Elohim Arcturus, and may you dwell within it until you are ascended and free. Thank you for your support. Have a blessed week. I am Morgan Le Fay.